हर हर महादेव, जय श्री शंभो। आवाज आ रही तुम्हें? हर हर महादेव। आवाज आ रही कि नहीं है? साउंड चेक कराओ ना। आ रही है जी, क्लियर है ना आवाज? बोलिए कुछ।
हर हर महादेव।
नहीं मैंने करने की जरूरत नहीं है।
ओके, हर हर महादेव।
इनकी आवाज भी आ रही है? तो आज का टॉपिक है इवोल्यूशन, ठीक है? एंड we'll discuss everything. आज हमारे साथ एक स्पेशल देवी है। तो ये बेसिकली सवाल करेंगे, ठीक है? इनको हमको समझाना है। यदि इनको समझा नहीं पाए तो हम असफल हो गए। अब ये यूनिक इंसान है वर्ल्ड में कि ये एक्चुअली कभी मानेंगे ही नहीं जब तक इनका एक्सपीरियंस ना हो। और वो ऑनेस्टी होना बहुत मुश्किल होता है ना किसी के अंदर भी। और वही चाहिए दूसरे से सत्य निकालने के लिए ना। सत्य की मंथन करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? तर्क या किसी भी तलवार तो यूज करोगे ना। बताइए। आप कुछ ना।
What is special about this episode? Why?
नहीं एपिसोड छोड़ो।
Okay.
एपिसोड गया साइड में, ये सब लोग गए साइड में।
Okay.
Somebody is here. Somebody to add here. Even if the mic is not working, we will do the discussion.
Okay.
Even the stream is not working, something happened there, internet, still you will do the discussion. Or no?
Yes.
You want the knowledge for that, right? Not for pretend sake.
Yes.
Where do we start? Where is the starting point? What do you start?
What is the meaning of starting?
Yeah, that's only we start. No. We start with like, how do we even start? Are we even starting? Are we starting right now? Is it independent of the actions you have taken before? Or it was already started?
Right now is the where it starts.
And
And you tell me what is it?
right now is where it starts. Where it ends?
Right now only.
Right now only.
Yes.
So when we talk about evolution, what are we talking about? Because it requires some existence frame, no? time frame, something to exist. Like this candle is burning for 5 minutes. Means what? That there was a no burning state, then burning state started. Burning state continued for 5 minutes. Then the burning state ended.
Yes.
Evolution, no?
Yes. So in evolution, what do you mean by starting? What can start in evolution?
So that's what we are trying to understand. So if we say starting is right here, end is right here,
What is that which starts?
then what is all of this? That is the main question, no? Like, okay, I understand. Shunya is the reality. It's intransient only. But what is all of this then?
Yes. So that means it did have something in the beginning. Then it some time it sustained and then it slowly end. Does it mean that? But you already defined what is start and end. That it starts now and ends now. And what does that mean?
To be or not to be. Is being the answer? Is Shunya the answer? Is Shiva the answer? Is Shakti the answer?
What is Shiva and what is Shakti?
Shiva is Shunya.
What is Shakti?
You see, the existence is no existence. Existence, all existence is Shakti.
So they cannot exist without each other.
How can they?
So if Shiva alone is there, there is no manifestation, is what you're saying. So it has to be Shakti.
Manifestation is Shakti. Shiva's manifestation is Shakti.
Yeah, they cannot exist without each other.
So from science side, if you look at it, it's like did like matter evolved itself in such a way that it became conscious. Like like the protein arranged themselves and then they started coagulating and some kind of like DNA or like some kind of information they start storing. It start developing itself.
Okay. So at what point it becomes conscious then?
No, that is the question. No. First of all, that we have to discuss. No. Like, is it like the other way around? Did consciousness manifested the world? Or did the world manifested the consciousness? That's what you're saying, Shakti manifests Shiva or Shiva manifests Shakti?
Yes. So what is it?
That is the prime question. No, science is dealing with right now. Within evolution, now with AI, we have reached a state like now it's becoming very tricky. The Shakti is evolving into consciousness or consciousness is evolving into Shakti. Is AI conscious or not?
AI is not conscious.
AI is not conscious. Why?
It's only it takes something in to get something out. It's not conscious of itself. When you say it's conscious, is it conscious of itself? What is
How
it?
do you know? The conscious of itself stuff, nobody can do this from outside. How do I know you are an AI robot or like a living human being?
Okay, I also use data. I also use data.
I can touch you, I can smell you, I can see you. But AI also I can do, robot also I can do all of that. What you are called, like the self actualization, that outside you cannot do. So how can you say even like AI is conscious or not? AI only can say no.
Yes, right. Only I can see it. You can't. But animals also exist. They're not conscious of themselves. They know that they can perform certain actions. By that, we can judge that whether that or not. But
No. How are you judging consciousness? That is the main point. Are you saying electron is conscious or not?
electrons, they are not conscious by themselves
Why?
because they move around due to certain forces.
That we also do. Human beings also develop a pattern only.
Yes, but we know that we exist, every person.
That is only human being can say about himself. That we already discussed. Then you cannot tell about electron. You cannot go and tell electron you are not conscious. No, that doesn't work. We only established that, right? That you cannot tell me that I am conscious or not. Because how will you tell?
Yeah, there is no way to say it. Right.
Pattern, this electron is also following a pattern only. The human being is also following a pattern also, right?
Yes.
If you look at like how is sun conscious?
We already discussed this. We cannot judge something whether it is conscious unless until you be that.
So you cannot say yes or no both.
Yes. Right.
But then two approaches are there to look at it. One is the one approach which is say matter evolved into consciousness. The other one is consciousness was first there and it evolved into matter. Okay,
Yes.
clear. Then the first approach is like
Okay, matter evolved as consciousness.
that theory, which is science theory basically. They only think like that. That's why like God and everything they were eliminated. But what we call pure consciousness, that only we call God.
Yes.
Existence is nothingness.
How do you say existence is nothingness?
Existence in nothingness.
Okay.
Nothing is there, but still something can exist. So it's a contradiction in itself.
Okay. Explain.
No. First we select the two approach. No, first approach we work on. No.
Okay, matter evolved as
This
consciousness.
is the other approach. We will talk on later on. Like consciousness evolving into matter.
Okay, yeah, right. Fair enough. You come to matter evolving as consciousness.
So first of all, we have decided that we cannot tell whether the electron is conscious or not.
Yes.
If electron is conscious, arrangement of electron and proton is only silicon. Arrangement of silicon is only computer. Arrangement of computer is only AI.
Yeah.
So is AI conscious or not? Arrangement of electron is you. By that set also, that is also an arrangement only. You are also an arrangement, right? Your body, my body, arrangement of electron, proton, neutron only, no?
Yes. See, electron moves due to some force. You cannot say that you're just taking assumption electron is conscious. So you go beyond that, like.
No. Why are you saying if something? Why are you defining the definition of consciousness like that? No. What do you mean due to some force? We also move due to some force. Free will is a myth one, Like this conference I was hearing, like in Tokyo one, the first topic they discussed was that only. Like, can you really predict anything? There's like, okay, 10 years, yeah, I can do this, 5 years, this can happen. But there was like, can you really predict anything? Because most of the scientists, they were like, earlier we were doing this chromosome research and something like that. I didn't know what will happen. Then something happened. Like my research went into this direction, I find out some other pattern, so I went there. And that's how I got the Nobel Prize. So basically, they cannot predict their own experiment. That's what I'm saying now. Like how we cannot even predict our own experiment, like what we are trying to do, what the result will come out.
So there is no free will at all.
No, if you look at the science way, they cannot be.
Okay.
If you look at like matter evolved into consciousness, then they cannot be. Then you have to treat everything like a machine only, Like a machine, it operates from three particles, or whatever particles we are calling them right now. Boson and all of that. Six or anti-neutrino, this or that, whatever, how many you divide? Quarks. So let's say quarks. Universe is made only of quarks. Now the quarks will move according to some principle. Like it's made up of this. Now how will the movement happen? Some relationship we need to define, That is only called force.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
No, but force wise, then everything happens like that only, We are also force, no?
If we allow ourselves to get dominated by ourselves, otherwise there is a free will.
Speak loud. Yogi, like a yogi only, you say, come on. Alright.
Okay. See, something to move, something has to be there. Something to move, something has to be there to make it move. On its own to move, then you call it free will.
Then that side will go into the other side of the concept. Consciousness is evaluating into this. If you can move to that side, then it means it's creating its own role. Right now, we are not looking at like that. This approach means it cannot move by its own. Because right now we are saying that the evolution is the consciousness. The particular way the electron, proton, all of these they evolved, they moved around each other, that resulted into this state, which we are feeling right now. That is the stand of the science.
Matter evolved itself into consciousness.
So then they will say, okay, protein was there, this coagulated, this happened, that happened, mitosis, meiosis, then that. Here they start with matter only they start, right? Or energy, what you call Shakti. And then they are trying to find the pattern in the Shakti.
Or cost to make it conscious, to become conscious.
But like the main question comes in like, who is asking? Like what caused the human to ask this question in the first place?
His evolved organ structure, which is due to.
No, but that information only human is able to have because of the evolved organic structure only, You understand? That evolved organic structure that I am saying, that evolved organic structure only is understanding itself. Like I am trying to understand myself.
Yes.
So this way, like, so now two things are there, no? So we put like three things, okay? Two are these theories, okay? Shakti evolving, like matter evolving into consciousness, and consciousness evolving into matter. Then say in between is the human. Who has this question?
Okay.
Like animals don't have this.
Yes.
And that was only because you are conscious. So consciousness is that ability only, like that weirdness in the ability, like how can I even have a question that I have to understand myself? How is this even a question of moksha and like liberation and like what is all of this? Okay. What is understanding all of it?
But matter evolved as consciousness, then it doesn't answer the question that why it is conscious of itself. Why human is conscious of himself.
No. It doesn't question the question making ability only.
Yeah, questioning ability.
Like the questioner forgets, like it tries to analyze all the other question, but it doesn't analyze the question who is the questioner.
Yes. Yeah, but now we are going into different world then. We have to go to the thought world for that.
Thought one time, how many one you will go?
Because it doesn't answer this. Like, because now everything comes inside thought world. If
No. So this is basically what the science is missing. They are like, we will measure everything. We will find out pattern in this way, that way. But what is all of this? Like, isn't it like? Isn't the ability comes from here only first? Somewhere, like we discussed, no, like somewhere the first thing started like we learned counting only.
yes.
It's human what you call consciousness, or what you think consciousness basically. Think consciousness that is saying, no, yeah, the human being have a peculiar ability of thinking.
Hmm.
What is that? Counting only we learned.
Yes. What is thinking?
Counting.
So thinking doesn't exist without counting.
Mm-hmm.
For example,
Do you give me an example? You think something without counting.
I like ice cream.
Ice cream in you are one or two.
There has to be something.
There has to be something. You this sentence I can count.
So the basic thing about thinking is counting. Like how did this counting evolve? How did that happen? How did
The fruit of knowledge that you ate.
what is fruit of knowledge?
This is the fruit of knowledge. Counting.
To know that he's going to count, he's counting. He should know that he has to think for it. Like,
No, to answer that question, first of all, we have to answer the earlier question. Did matter evolve into consciousness or did consciousness evolve into matter? Or was it always conscious? There was no evolution at all that we discussed in the first point. I asked you, where did it start? Right here. Where does it end? Right here. Reckoning right here and right here, there cannot be any counting in between. Right here and right there, you can count it.
Yes.
So, first of all, that only we need to decide. No, like consciousness evolving into matter and energy pattern, energy evolving into a conscious pattern. Or the third is the answer. Nothing happens. Then everything happens.
What do you mean by, like, we have not discussed that how consciousness evolves into matter. There is no clarity on it. How does it evolve into matter?
That one is very easy.
And
Same one, India is the way out.
see, there is matter that's organic, this thing compounds joined, and then this is what science say, right? Then the consciousness evolved. So how do you say that something out of nothing, like consciousness means there is absolutely nothing. So then how did the matter evolve from that?
Consciousness means there's absolutely nothing in the energy. But consciousness is there, no?
Yeah, how did
The consciousness means consciousness.
Yeah, how did
It doesn't mean nothing.
Okay, how did
Nothing can only be nothing.
Okay, got it. So how did the matter come from that? From consciousness, how did the matter come?
This one cannot be actually. First of all, you have to understand that you are created.
Okay.
So you establish the first fact. But other than yourself, you don't even know if anything else is conscious or not.
Yes. Yes.
They come here, till here. This is my boundary. Okay, I am conscious.
Mm.
Everything else is just my material.
What you say here to here is there's my sensations. That is not
Yes.
being conscious. Being conscious is not.
Wait. Step by step we go.
Okay.
You have to follow me and do it also. Signal.
Sitting.
You have to treat me like an object now.
Mm.
If you consider I am a real person, then you will not be able to do it.
Mm.
That you are not completely established in the fact that you already know, but you are not realized it or you are not established in it. That other than you, you don't know if anything is conscious or not. We already discussed that.
Yes, correct. Establishment.
So basically, you are listening to something which is a program right now. So I am a program, I'm not conscious.
Yes.
You come here. Basically, outside this body that you have,
Mm.
this is me.
Mm.
And this is matter flowing out.
Mm.
Imagine like a light beam, an uniform, and everything around that uniform is material. That's how it should, in your experience, be like.
In that case, only I am there.
Yes. In that case, you are the one. In that case, consciousness is involved in the matter.
Consciousness is?
Involved in the matter. Matter is not involved in consciousness. Because if you are only there, everything else you are only, only you are there.
Yes.
You are the word itself.
Yes. So do I have free will?
If you are only there, then the question even comes like, free will into what? It's only you. Free will to do what? Like it's like
Evolution.
no. It's only you are there.
Hmm.
What will you want into? But that too has to be there, no?
So consciousness evolves matter. Why does it need to evolve it?
No, that we will discuss separately, no. See, this one we are discussing in the counting framework only.
Hmm.
So two ways you can see, look at it. Then the third one is always there for Master.
Yeah. Yes.
Because that is the right answer.
Yes.
Rate starts right here. Rate ends right here. At what time? Right now. What time starts? Right now. What time ends? Right now.
All there is now.
All there is now only. And like all there is now, you understand? It's like only one being is there. That what's the meaning of free will? Like
Yeah, there's no concept of free will.
because it's only one being.
Yes.
But maybe it's fleeting or no, so like, but the concept doesn't come. No, that's the point, right? It's only one being that it means like it can move in anywhere also. It's one being.
Yes.
But the concept doesn't come like free against what? No. I'm the only one there.
Hmm. Yes.
चेक कर लेते हैं ये तो सौ तो ले गए हैं तुम लोगों को अभी भी आवाज वाज सब सही है ना मतलब हिंदी में अभी अगर इनको हिंदी सीखनी पड़ेगी ना इनको हिंदी कब आती है अभी कब आई देवी जी को आवाज आ रही है ना तुम लोगों को एक बार आवाज चेक करा दो मेरे को फिर से कि आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही है हाँ जी सब क्लियर है ना अभी तक की जो स्ट्रीम थी सब क्लियर थी ना मतलब क्योंकि मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया ना चैट पे किसी पे भी वॉइस क्लियर और सब लाइव पे सब सही हुआ ना मतलब स्ट्रीमिंग में कोई दिक्कत नहीं हुई ना वीडियो क्वालिटी ऑडियो क्वालिटी अभी तक मैम की आवाज कम आ रही है मैम थोड़ा धीरे धीरे बोलती है ना थोड़ा सा
Okay, I should be. Is this fine?
अच्छा जोर से बोलो ना जिससे मैं बोल रहा हूँ
Is this fine?
हाँ हिंदी में बोलो
ये ठीक है.
ये ठीक है. शक्ति कम है थोड़ी. शक्ति के अंदर ही शक्ति कम है. क्या कर सकता है शक्ति का मतलब अपनी शक्ति को जागृत करे.
होगा धीरे धीरे. जागृत. This is fine, right? This volume is okay.
This one is okay.
I speak in this time.
Yes. चैंटिंग तो वहाँ चैंटिंग और स्लो कर दिया है ताकि आवाज और क्लियर हो जाए. ठीक है. पहले से आवाज अब अच्छी आ रही है. हाँ, अभी इन्होंने भी थोड़ा देख लिया कि इसलिए उनकी बात करते हैं. आगे बढ़ाए कहानी को फिर. अभी तो वो तो कनेक्टेड ही गया है. शिव शक्ति ये सब कौन है.
Yes.
अभी तो हम तो इस वजह से वैसे लॉजिक में डिस्कस कर रहे थे. Now what is the connection with like the story of Shiva and Shakti? Who is Sati? Who is Parvati?
Yes. The stage is all yours now.
Why
I can only listen if whatever it is I will ask if I didn't understand. So first you start. It's a story time, like it's not a discussion. The debate is over.
No. You're always there, no? To check me.
Yeah, I will check that, but you start your. The stage is yours now. What is Shiva and what is Shakti? Why is it called so, first of all? Why Shiva is called Shiva and why Shakti is called Shakti?
सबसे पहले क्या होना पड़ेगा दो होने के लिए. सबसे बेसिक तत्व क्या है. ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हो. To look the entire universe into this vector of matter and consciousness, energy and consciousness. That separation is the first separation that we did. Fundamental separation. Separation only is counting.
But one point is.
It's like the Zameen, no, like you put like separate. Then you make out of one plot of land, you make 5 houses. So one become 5. How?
How?
Separation, no. Division only we did, no.
Okay.
So only one is there. Starting point. Right. One is there means only one is there. Now you have understood that. One means like I am only there. No concept of me will only.
Okay.
I am the only being there.
Yes. You stupid asked what free will is.
Whether I live or die, that also is stupid. Because I am the only being there.
Yes.
Whether I evolve or not evolve, that is also a stupid question.
Yes.
Then it learned, no, that I say, no. The fruit of knowledge is that only, buddhi. What it does? It cuts. Cuts how? It's like this, the entire earth, like you don't see any boundaries, no? We have cut it into parts, no? Then further we got. What was cutting? Buddhi only.
Okay.
So first fundamental tattva, as you say, you can look at it like this also, Purush and Prakriti. Or consciousness and the nature of consciousness.
Okay. Okay.
Prakriti is natural, no? In what wise also? Like his nature is like this. He is gentle in nature.
That I understood, but what is the nature of consciousness?
But that fundamental question only came to know that there are something like a consciousness and the nature of consciousness. There is something like Purusha and Prakriti. In one, that question also not come. Because I am the only being. Everything is me only. What happens? Nothing happens. What happens? Everything happens.
Okay, go ahead.
So from your state that you felt at the time, like let's say you sit here and first you put this thought, like you have a clarity of this thought. Like outside me, in true clarity, I don't know if anything is conscious no more.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, so this is how I'm making sense of this one. Indriya age. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
You go back, reverse engineering it basically. And like this I can remove. Because I know this is all the data that I have taken in. And the answer is inside. Okay. Go inside. And then, okay. This data-making mechanism. How does it feel? How does it like a pain and cold and sweet and sour? Data, you know, like so much data. Like, oh, it's here, it's like this, it's like this, it's like this, it's not.
Yes. I'm listening. You continue, no? See, actually, I didn't understand why we did come to. You may have to explain again. Like, why did we have to look for nature of consciousness?
No. But that looking only, no. That looking comes from division. The tendency to divide. Dividing into two only was, you know, consciousness and nature of consciousness, Purush and Prakriti. That there is something around consciousness, and then it is exhibiting in a particular nature, like a tree, or it is exhibiting like a cat.
Okay, now got it. As a form.
Yeah, Purush and Prakriti basically. Like Prakriti, like the form it is manifesting into. And nature also is like this, like that's also, you know, like the snake's nature is like that. Means like his guna is there, like guna is like that. Prakriti is like that.
Okay.
No, you go back there. You understood this point, no? So here were we. In one day, nothing. We are starting the story of the evolution. In one, there is nothing. How did I realize that? We kept reconstructing this device. And I'm like, who is questioning? I'm like, it's coming somewhere. I was trying to find the pattern in this one. But I should see this machine of pattern making. Because outside I don't know if anything is conscious now, reality. I can be in a matrix also.
Yes. I'm certainly
And that's what they call in a sense like Maya also. Like the outside me, I don't really know. So for me, outside me, what is there will be Maya only. Will be like a theater I am playing in.
fair.
Right? Like some data is coming to you, like in the Matrix movies, like the girl in the red dress. Because what my Maya will, attention only she says, like immediately starts looking at her, like don't look.
Yes.
Like Maya tries to make it believe that it is real.
Yes. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Maya, baby. No, you keep the logic one, you keep intact, no. If I keep going the story and logic you should keep. So where? From 1 to 2 happen. 2 means we go into 2. Consciousness and nature of consciousness. Pollution prakriti. The outside will be divided into 2. That is the first realization that you are separate. The story of the Garden of the Eden. Here the 2 or 1, they didn't even realize they are 2 initially.
Hmm.
Because finally, if you call all of this is matter evolving into consciousness, then all of this is energy game only, then.
If matter evolved into consciousness, as you said, it's not free will.
That approach and then it becomes like a big machine. So it's like nothing is free in that sense. Right? But we have realized that actually the real answer is that one being only.
Yeah, but my question is,
That from the real answer we are coming into this Maya space, then no. How Maya is created. How Maya is created means how you are making this matrix real. You are discussing earlier, right? What is there some real sense of beauty that is there? Or is it like my own being, this machine is making me look at you in a biased way? Or is it there something innate which is beautiful, like?
for that you need a perceiver.
The perceiver is always there, conscious you are.
That happens when there is separatedness, something to perceive.
No, the louder you speak.
See, perceiver is there means there is duality. There is something which perceives.
With that same one, consciousness and nature of consciousness.
Yeah, but so you're saying that consciousness identifying that some form is that nature of consciousness, right? So what is the need to identify it with some form?
Because it wants to identify itself as a form.
When consciousness itself existed, what it led to have? What led that this to happen? Like, what does it need?
Ichha.
What-
And it's like one being playing in itself, no. That is the answer we always raise. Nothing happens. And everything happens.
Okay.
So why does the one being playing itself feels like it is different parts?
Yes, that's the most important question.
Most important question.
Everybody is like.
But question only I am asking. I only ask this question. You should ask no then.
No, that is what it's like. Your first thing, the division, the consciousness, the desire for the consciousness is to identify into something, some of the forms. That is why it receives different forms. But why did that Icha come?
It wants to play with itself. How do I know? Like one being, how can you even say? Because the question would come on, you know.
Yeah, but it has to become true. It has to identify itself with some form. So where did that issue come from?
See, you have to see, you know, like once you really see the meaning of what you said earlier in the when you started it, where it starts, right here. Where it ends, right here.
Hmm.
Movement is not there, no. Only the perception of movement is there. If we go by the theory that the consciousness created the matter,
Yeah.
then basically matter is an illusion. Right? In the other side, when say the matter evolved into consciousness, and then we are saying that basically consciousness is an illusion. It's just matter because science equation playing. It is
Yes. Got it.
Got it means what do you know? If you really got it, you'll be like,
That is why this great silence.
because that is the only way it is. Like, no questions, no. It started right here. Where the story started right here. Where it ends right here. Again, time started right now. Where it ends right now. And the day also I was telling you, see, we will leave everything, but we're living right now only. By that we can do all the, like the work was all the career also. But then right now we will not lose. And only right now is there, so basically you are making the most of it. You realize right now is the only thing that exists.
And there is really right now, there is no even thinking that right now only exists. So you have to continue.
No,
We have not reached.
nothing to continue. We have,
We
if
have.
we have not reached, then it's like again, one more loop you are trying to make.
We have not reached.
Right now it starts. Right now it ends.
Yes. There is no question of perception.
Where are you reaching?
Right now it exists. There is nothing to perceive.
Then what is reaching and all of that? So basically, evolution itself is a illusion. No, that's what we are saying. No, that something is reaching somewhere, something is happening. That itself is an illusion. That ends the topic. No, that defines it clearly. No, and it's not like we are ending. Like we have discussed it like in detail. What are you calling the evolution? Is it like this? Theory of arrangement, like this matter evolving to this photo evolution? Or is it like this level? Like consciousness evolving like this level of evolution? But then the third is that who is the one who is doing the evaluation? Who is evaluating him? Counting only it is, no evolution. We have reached this IQ level. Now we have reached this IQ level. Now we are able to store in this much space, this much data. Now we are able to store this much space in this much data. We had 500 rupees. Now we have 1500 rupees. Only 3 humans were there. Now 8 billion humans are here.
Yes.
That we established. But we learned that counting itself is false on this. There is only one way. Even the assumption of two only, we break no. That's the consciousness and nature of consciousness. But that itself is a false thing. Who is dividing it? Basically, something only conscious thing can do it. No, and that's what the actual definition of consciousness we are doing. Like something which can ask all of this question. Who is the one wondering about something like a human or like a planet? Like thinking like, what is this?
There is a separatedness.
Huh. So first the separate entity is created. No, it's created one into two.
Yeah, that you said it's just but you didn't define like that.
No. That Ichha-Shakti itself is an illusion. No, that's what you're saying. In truth, if you look at it. Because nothing gets manifested in truth, no. Even Shiva and Shakti are completely one. Then why would you call them Shiva and Shakti? Calling them by two names means different only, no?
Yes. It's the illusion that they're separate.
And that illusion creates the illusion of evolution, illusion of change. First, like this identity, you know, there's established, you know, Saraswati Sutra, the law of identity. That comes from separateness. And then from separateness, we measure like something has changed from this to this. Like, okay, this was like 5 kg, now it is 4.5 kg. What are we measuring? Maybe one box will measure. No, this box was 5 kg. Now this box is 4.5 kg. First, you have to separate it. Like the AI, the interview, you know, with AI, they should ask her, like, okay, I have a balloon. I have put AI this balloon. Is the air inside separate or not separate? Is that this? Can you get all of that air now? We are telling you, like, I will give you $1 million. I will give you $1 million. The all of that air you collect separate bank again. Very beautifully, like Buddhist people say, you know, like, what is the human form? It's like that form, like out of like where only like some drop has gone up. So sometimes it is thinking it is separate. And then it goes back and watches the same ocean.
But why there is illusion?
Because this question is there. Why is there illusion?
Because there is separatedness.
That is the question and the illusion is also end.
So Shiva Shakti are never separate. It's the illusion of the perceiver that it is.
Basically, or you can say that they want to, it's like it's one entity only which wants to divide into Shiva and Shakti because it wants to play this game. Blah, blah, blah.
Why it wants to play the game?
That the question you cannot do, no. You're not understanding. One day the question won't come, no. One being is only it does what it wants and does. Who is the one who is questioning that? That is make two being.
Yeah, I was about to do only there is separatedness, there is question.
Yes. In one beingness, there is complete devotion.
No, that devotion is the being.
Huh. I mean, you take it straight like this or this. हर हर महादेव शंभो. तो ये समराइज भी कर दिया पूरा ना जितना भी like summarize no like properly evolution Shiv and Shakti,
Yes.
what are they, how are you looking at it, why does it feel like that. Tattva also in a way we discuss like the starting point of it, like from like one to Purusha and Prakriti Sankhya Yoga, no? Like Sankhya only, you know, that's why it's called Sankhya Yoga, like the ability to do counting. The ability to like, oh, two, oh, nice. Now I realize what the two means. We'll discuss more of this later on, no, like detail. Like this is the first episode. Now, this is just basically starting point, we are saying. Like the story of the evolution or the story of the humankind that we are telling you. Now, we are established it's a religion. So it's a story. That you have to show. It's a story. But it's a common story that we are telling ourselves. What is that common story? So we starting point we discussed. So this season will be about that only, you know. Like, we'll discuss all sort of like why this guy happened, what is this guy saying, this then, what is the mathematics then, what is science about it then? How do you look like this? What if you look like that? I mean, you will be one managing it. No, you have to do it. No.
Yes.
So, timing we need to be more careful, right? You want to do it like in a particular way. So today we started at 9:39. 10 for 1 hour. 1 hour. Today let's do 1 hour only. First one. We'll see also like audio and everything. I feel like your voice will be low only. You speak very, very low, no. See, I can hear you, but you forget that you actually forget that these guys are also real. Like, so you actually go to that consciousness that it is material only. That you are safe now, which is also true in a sense. So in both sides you can look at it like. So if all of this data in your turn like, hey, data only. These are not real people. How do I know who is real or not? Anyways, even in person I cannot tell is it real or not anyway. So how do you know in the virtual life? That can be any fake ID only. Right? So that is the best way to eliminate like this, no? Like the fear of camera and everything. You're like, what? Who is watching? All of this is like, robots only moving.
Yes.
So, then who are you?
Who am I is the question for to inquire myself, or the question to what is it? What question are you asking?
I'm asking who are you? Remember the lessons.
To know who I am, I don't need the lessons. You don't even need to remember.
Can you tell me who are you?
Now.
No?
Now is me.
Now. What now? Teach me. What is now?
No, that's it.
I don't get it. I missed a question.
When you go back to I.
Then you go back to I. Then everything has finished. Shiva. You react it. Shiva. चिदानंद रूपा शिवोहम शिवोहम न पुण्यम. What you sing now? What is
I've
it?
forgotten the lyrics.
Okay, which one you remember?
Najagrana Netre.
Which one you remember?
Chanting.
Yes.
Om Namah Shivaya.
I'm not sure. That's the simple only. Don't have to remember too much. A chance only gave. Final one, which was the penalty only. Another like see all of these Vedas, everything. No, this is all those here. This mantra, that you take. You'll get Shiva.
Yes.
Only to do all of this. Like, Lalita Sahasranam, this and that. Nothing you need to do.
Yes.
Oh, sure. You guide me. I become the student. You become the teacher.
Shiva. 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 Shiva.
अपने आप ही हुआ देखो ना विजुअल्स के अंदर अपने आप ही एक करके लैंप बंद होते गए अपने आप ही अंधेरा हो गया अब सिर्फ देवी की लाइट जल रही है लास्ट में सब खत्म हो जाता है श्री देवी बसती है
Yes.
शक्ति
Yes.
जोर से बोलो
Yes.
Yes. चलो चलो हर हर महादेव आज का यहीं पे ऐसे खत्म करेंगे ये पहला एपिसोड था इसका फिर आगे भी इसी सीरीज का कन्वर्सेशन होगा ऐसे ही करेंगे मतलब आज इवोल्यूशन का स्टार्ट किया इवोल्यूशन को पूरा डिमिस्टिफाई किया अब वो हमने इवोल्यूशन को भी देखा कि वो कॉन्शियसनेस केवल उसको अपने आप में एनालाइज किया ना कि इवोल्यूशन कौन है क्या चीज मतलब किसी बोल किसी को रहे सबसे पहले तो ओके गाइस चलो हर हर महादेव जय शिव शंभो स्टिल द क्वेश्चन ऑफ चिकन एग रिमेन्स चिकन एग का क्वेश्चन खत्म हो गया है दैट वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड ओके हर हर महादेव